Now that Modern Warfare 3 is fully revealed and we've discussed multiplayer at a top-down level, I wanted to take some time to explore further the topics at hand that may cause some questions or could use a bit more clarity. One such topic is that of maps for Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer at launch and going forward. Today we're going to be hopefully providing a bit more insight into what you can expect from Modern Warfare 3's multiplayer, how it stacks up historically speaking to where we've been the last 2 years, and everything in between. As we go along, drop your thoughts down below. Let me know what you think about Modern Warfare 3's multiplayer offering overall, what you think of the maps, and so on. If you enjoy the video, do me a favor and drop a like on it. And if you're new to the channel, we're only just getting started here for content with Modern Warfare 3. Lots more to discuss here along with other FPS content. So if you'd like to subscribe to stay up to date with all kinds of stuff here regarding all that, I'd love to have you in the community. And of course, make sure you check out my friends over at G Fuel, which right now has a buy one, get one sale going on until I think next Wednesday, I believe. Great flavors included in this one like Black on Blackberry, Shiny Splash, Hype Sauce, and more. All that linked below. But for now, let's take a look at these Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer maps that you should be aware of and everything still to come. So firstly, as discussed here in our video detailing the overall look at Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer, at launch we are of course going to see all Modern Warfare 2 2009 maps. That's something that has been rumored, that's something that was leaked, and now is fully confirmed with the reveal here, and that's something that comes along with Favela, Invasion, Skid Row, Rust, Karachi, Quarry, High Rise, Estate, Afghan Terminal, Scrapyard, Subbase, Derail, Underpass, and Wasteland. The fly-through that they gave us here in the presentation that we got at the studio, honestly, they looked great. As of the time of recording this, not entirely sure if that's going to be something that is released publicly to everybody, if they have previews of all the maps already out there. If they are, we'll probably amend this video here and you'll at least see it on screen for you that I can throw it in while editing, but as of recording this, don't really have anything to properly point you in one way or the other. That said, these are maps that are from the 2009 version of Modern Warfare 2, so it is going to be something that's returning their remasters, and some players will know these like the back of their hand. But for another wing of the community, they actually may be new, as crazy as that sounds, because as we've mentioned, it's just insane to me that it's been 14 years by the time this game launches that Modern Warfare 2 2009 will have launched. So there's a very real possibility that a lot of people have not played these maps. So in that case, it's new for them. Now the nice part is that if you are somebody that did play the original Modern Warfare 2 2009, if they are returning maps here and you don't have anything brand new per se in the 6v6 category like that, you don't have to wait too long for additional content since Season 1 is rumored right now to be less than a month after launch. So it's not going to be something like Modern Warfare Remastered where all we had was the same maps that we had for an entire decade leading up until that point. And everything in terms of post-launch that were introduced were just the map pack that we ended up getting back in COD 4 as well. That's kind of one of the reasons why I couldn't really get into Modern Warfare Remastered, really. Like, I just didn't sit down and grind it out like I did back with COD 4, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3. I don't really think I prestiged even in Modern Warfare Remastered now that I think about it, because like it was the same game that we had for an entire decade leading up until that point. With Modern Warfare 3, there is enough difference here that it's going to keep you engaged, I think, for at least that initial month before we end up seeing things introduced within Season 1 that proved to be introducing a lot of original content, which we'll get to that in a second. That said, those are the maps in 6v6, but while it seems like that's just a list of all remasters, we actually will see some new content at launch as well, because we'll see the introduction of ground war maps and a war map. Ground war maps in particular, maybe also war maps, may end up being seen in Warzone Season 1 whenever we get the big map BR introduced here with this, because as we've talked about, every single game that we've seen with these large maps, ground war within Modern Warfare 2019, Fireteam within Black Ops Cold War, ground war within Modern Warfare 2, all that kind of stuff was taken from the subsequent Warzone, or in Black Ops Cold War's case, the cut Blackout 2.0 map. All that kind of stuff was taken from those larger maps that were later implemented, or again, in Cold War's case, not implemented. So very possible we see that come into play with Warzone at Season 1. But for ground war, we'll end up seeing the 3 new maps of Resort, Military Base, and Industrial Belt. For war, we'll end up seeing Launch Facility. My guess is we end up getting at least one map here introduced post-launch as well, both ground war and war. War was something that we saw one map introduced every single season in World War II, so we'd kind of be surprised if we see that not kept up with. But that's the thing. Post-launch is something that, in our briefing, it was described as we'd see, air quote, tons of maps coming post-launch that were new. But how many that turned out to be, we didn't know at the time. However, right before the reveal, official briefings for press went out in which it said, and I quote, over 12 all-new core 6v6 maps will fuel post-launch live seasons. So, new maps 12 at least guaranteed here for seasons 1 through presumably 6 that we end up seeing throughout Modern Warfare 3's life cycle. And that is something that I mentioned it in the video earlier. I think that is an absolute win. Because if you look at what we have now by comparison, Modern Warfare 2, as of recording this, has only had 4 original maps post-launch in 9 months. Expo, Hatchery, Lighthouse, and Punta Mar. Now, yes, at mid-season, we will potentially see a 5th one depending on how DRC Zone 1 is formatted, if it's something that's just copy and pasted from Building 21, or if it's actually a new layout entirely. But still, that'd be 5 maps at the time around 10 months. So at the very least, we're going to see double of what we have in Modern Warfare 2 already. Now, absolutely, that's something that you can still make the case of, okay, there's still way too many remasters. But when you consider, to me at least, that from the very beginning, before Modern Warfare 2 even launched, we knew this rumor that we'd end up seeing all Modern Warfare 2 2009 maps come back. When you consider the fact that on top of all of that throughout the seasons, we're then going to see what most games launch with original maps on top of the base offering of those remastered maps, and then maybe even then some, because again, they said over 12 all new core 6v6 maps, plus presumably all new ground war experiences, all new war experiences. That shapes up to be a pretty decent post-launch if you ask me, especially if we consider what we had the last 2 years. I mean, Vanguard, we only got 2 maps entirely per season. Modern Warfare 2, for some reason, despite having a 3-year developmental cycle and seemingly all the resources in the world, we still only got about 2 multiplayer maps a season, and in some cases, not even original ones at that. Some seasons even including maps from Warzone maps that weren't developed by Infinity Ward. Sledgehammer at least had the benefit of the doubt, where they had to be pulled from Vanguard's development immediately after launching it to then work on Modern Warfare 3. I'm not saying it's good, but like, I at least understand in development where that time that wasn't spent on MP and Vanguard ended up going. Modern Warfare 2, I don't really know what happened there. So like, by comparison to the last 2 years, I do have a little bit of hopium left in the tank here that it could be pretty decent. And plus, on top of that, I mean, with so much nostalgia baiting, I cannot imagine we only get 2 maps per season. Again, taking out ground war and war out of the equation entirely. Take out the word of over when regards to 12 all new core 6v6 maps. Only 2 per season. Still, again, not buying that in regards to the overall multiplayer offering. Like, I can't imagine they don't bring back more DLC maps from Modern Warfare 2 2009, Modern Warfare 3 2011 maps for the 20th anniversary of Call of Duty. So I can't fathom the idea that we're only still going to be getting the bare minimum here with that. But I mean, I guess we'll see. But that is where we're at here at this. A lot in regards to maps by comparison to what we previously knew. It might take some time to morph from a sort of remaster project into something that looks more like a regular game, but with remasters on the side. But I was pleasantly surprised to hear about all of this kind of stuff. So I'd love to gauge your interest down below on what you think here out of all this as well. What do you think of the multiplayer offering and the maps in particular for Modern Warfare 3? Do you like what you heard so far? Are you looking forward to it? Not so much? What are the case, feel free to drop your thoughts. But if you enjoyed the video, you found it at all insightful, do me a favor and drop a like on it. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Again, we have so much still here upcoming to break down and dissect with Modern Warfare 3 going forward and beyond into what will eventually be a multiplayer reveal and everything coming throughout the next couple of months. So if you guys are interested in staying up to date with all of that, we will keep you up to date with absolutely everything you need to know. So make sure that subscribe button to stay on top of all of it. And of course, also things like X Defiant coming out soon. We'll keep you on top of that too. But for now, that's what we're going to call it. Thanks so much for watching. Mine's been Espresso. I'll see you later. Take care and peace.